that. You know, all these conditioned souls in the material world, they do so many rotten things. They commit so much sinful activity, but they're not really committing enough sinful activity to keep me busy as the overseer of sinful activity. I want you to make some arrangements so they do more sinful activity. How's that? That's what it says. So the Lord said, all right, then, I will put into effect the law that if anyone, including people who don't know about these things at all, but if anyone eats grains on a Ekadashi, they will get the reactions of all sinful activity. The lot. Killing people, stealing the world, blowing everything up. Just the lot, the whole works. If they eat grains on a Ekadashi, no matter who they are. When the Papa Purusha, the personality of sin, heard that, he said, great, thanks. So that's why we don't eat grains on a Ekadashi. And you know, sometimes the cooks make a mistake. Like, well, particularly in an institutional situation. I remember when I was living in Bhaktivedanta Manor, just outside London, in the sort of later 70s, the cook, bless his heart, he put some peas in one sabji on a Ekadashi. And you're not meant to take peas because it's a sort of relative of a grain. And we all started eating, yes, you know, it's communal lunch, 50 or 60 or more of us. We're all eating away. Someone said, hey, wait a minute. There's peas in the sabji. Oh, no. So what to do? So we decided we'd follow it the next day. Treat the next day, Dwadashi, as a Ekadashi. So there we are, eating away. And I forget what the cook put in, but he put in something else. Some grain. I forget what it was. Oh, no. Second day in a row. So we decided to follow the next day, Trayodasi, as a Ekadashi. Because Prabhupada said, if you break a Ekadashi somehow, usually it's just by accident, but it happens to everyone sometimes, then just observe the next day. So we ended up observing Ekadashi for 3 days. And on the third day, the cook put something else in, and then we gave up. But that's the reason for not eating grains on Ekadashi. And the second question is, why is there Ekadashi? So that's the answer to that also. So why? But it's not offered. So why is Tulsi placed on the food which is being offered to Krishna? Because Tulsi is a very special devotee. You know, Tulsi may look like just a little sort of shrub or something like that. But she is a person. She's a devotee. And not only is she a person, she is a person who has the power to manifest in different forms at the same time. Therefore, we have Tulsi here. You probably have Tulsi at home. I know you have 50 Tulsis at least. But it's all one person accepting different forms. So it's not only the Lord who can take different forms, but some devotees can also take different forms, and Tulsi is one. And she has so much devotion and love, which is expressed through her leaves and her flowers, that they're placed on the food which is being offered to Krishna, not to anyone else, not even to Radharani. If you have a separate plate, like in our major in our temples we do, Tulsi is put on the food being offered to Krishna, not on the plate of the same food being offered to Radharani, being offered to the spiritual master, only to Krishna, because she's so, so special. Right. Why must the Tulsi leaves not be crushed when eating? I understand it must be swallowed whole. Well, look, put it this way, it is better to swallow it whole. But, it's not the end of the world if you actually chew it. It's better to suck it or just swallow it. But you can actually chew it. So don't stress too much. If you found you just ate chewed a tulsi leaf, Krishna he'll let you off. If everything belongs to Krishna, why do we still have to offer it to him? Well, that's an excellent question, isn't it? The thing is, it's for our benefit. It's not that he needs our food, for example. We should all offer our food. I mean, that's sort of the least we can do. But we offer the food not because Krishna's hungry or he particularly likes my Gujarati kana or, my Tamil, idli and dosa with coconut chutney. But he likes the love. He wants to taste the love. He wants to taste the love because he enjoys it. And for us to offer it, that is good for us. That when we cook, we think, this is for him. And we don't, take a mouthful to test. If you know how to cook, you don't need to test while you're cooking. If you need to test, you don't know how to cook. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yes. So, a qualified cook, if they smell something being like something in our tradition being cooked, they can tell you what spices are there and what order the spices were put in, if they were cooked or not cooked. Anyway, it's good for us. Instead of having the perspective, it's for me, to have the perspective, it's for the Lord. And by offering like this, in this mood, for his pleasure, then we get benefited. And he enjoys it. And he doesn't mind, if you didn't cook it so well. Yeah, there was one devotee, Vamsidas Babaji, going back 100 years and 150 years. And he would offer to his deity uncooked brinjal. Have you eaten uncooked brinjal? Yeah, I thought so. There's a good reason for it. I'm sure there's a good reason. Like, have you ever eaten banana skins? I doubt it. And there's a good reason for it, because it's not nice. But he would offer his deity uncooked brinjal. Yeah, and he was what's called an avaduta, like lost in the world of love for the Lord. And not following rules and regulations. So the Lord enjoys tasting our love, and he doesn't really care if it's aloo or gobi or dosa and coconut chutney or whatever, pizza. He doesn't mind. As long as the love is there, he'll accept it. And even if it's not nicely cooked, he'll still accept it if there's love there. So there you go, devotees. That's why we still have to offer it to him, because we want to give him pleasure by offering with love, and we want to get benefit by trying our best to offer with at least some feeling of appreciation and affection for him. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Now, yes.
Then the chariot construction.
I should read the names.
Yes.
Okay. So we want to thank, right, our, what construction team? Chariot construction team. We really want to thank them. Gee whiz. What wonderful service they've done. The following. Deeps Prabhu. Is Deeps Prabhu here? Oh, there. That's you. I was wondering. I've heard a lot about you. Oh, look. Please come and get. This is a pavitra from Lord Nrsingadev in Mayapur. You wear it around your neck. Oops. Anyway. Yeah, got it. Thank you so much. Like I said, I've heard about you. I've heard so many good things. The service you've done. Thank you very, very much. And gotta be quicker than this.
We take a photo of everybody together. Yeah.
Could do actually. Hey.
Okay.
This is going to take half an hour.
It's close though.
Should we do a group photo?
Yeah.
Let's do that. Right, so next is from Kinross, Krishna Prabhu. Oh, there you are, right. Here you go. Well done, thank you so much. It's just wonderful what you've done. Well done. Next is Dhanraj Prabhu.
Very good.
Thank you. Good work. Very good. Uddhava Prabhu. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Akinchana Krishna Prabhu. Yes. Thank you so much. Very, very good. Now these are not here.
Not there yet.
So should I read that? Yeah. Okay, so the following are not here, but they will receive their pavitra in due course. Lakesh Prabhu, Pranil Prabhu, Naren Prabhu, Bandari Prabhu, and Meera Mataji. But otherwise, who is here? Shakti Mati Mataji. There she is, yes. Please come. Oh yes, cooking the prasadam. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. And Leela Mohini, Devi Dasi. She's inside? That's for cooking. She's inside cooking. Okay. And Anand, Prabhu. Jai Anand. Aj ke Anand ki jai. Hare Krishna. Oi, oi, oi. Got it. And for Murli Krishna Prabhu, who gave a lot of equipment. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's it.
And this tulsi, each family could come with, I'll give them a tulsi.
Okay, from Dhamma.
Yeah, done like this. Also,
Okay, so you know what? I mentioned just some minutes ago how, didn't I? Dhanraj, yes, has got 50 tulsis. Yeah. So Dhanraj Prabhu has so many tulsis, he wants to give some away to some sincere devotees who'll look after them. So we have, I think, at least one tulsi for every family, I believe. The thing is, with tulsi, tulsi is very sensitive, like sensitive climatically. I know here it gets cold in winter, and if you leave tulsi outside in an Ermelo or Bethel or Kinross or Middleburg or whatever winter, she will die. That's all there is to it. I mean, once in our temple in Chatsworth in Durban, for some reason, the devotee who was looking after Tulsi planted out like about 50 or 60 Tulsis during the summer, and summer she flourishes. But even in the Durban winter, which is not that cold, but they didn't all die, but probably half of them died. And the ones who didn't die, they became kind of withered and, they battled to get through. So we have tulsis, courtesy of Dhanraj Prabhu. Thank you so much, Dhanraj. It's a really nice gesture. For devotees, feel free to come and get one. But please remember, you've got to look after her. Like, even in summer, it's best, but definitely like autumn, winter, you've got to bring her inside. If you put her out during the day, you've got to bring her in at night. Or like in the evening, you've got to do that. Or maybe, if it really gets cold, just keep her inside. Otherwise, she'll die. But, if you look after Tulsi, she can live. I know some devotees who have Tulsis that are 12 years old. Yeah, big Tulsis. It's not basil. Basil is a close relative of Tulsi. But basil, you can tell, has bigger leaves. Yeah. So it's not basil, but actually Tulsi, but, almost big enough to reach the ceiling, actually. And some of them are wide, like 3 meters wide. And they're 10 years old. So if you look after Tulsi and, they're in small pots, right? You got to repot her, change the pot, don't just leave her there. Turn her into like a bonsai Tulsi. That's not the way to do it. Repot her and look after her. And if you do, by her mercy, you'll get a lot of mercy. Right? Well, you'll become better devotees for sure. So, okay. What should we do? They should come forward, is it? Come forward and we will give you your tulsi. Look at this, such a beautiful little tulsi. Ajao, ajao.
Get on my side.
No, you can't. You've got limits.
I know.
Krishna. Yes, sir. You'll look after her, right? Good boy. Hare Krishna. Oops. Hare Krishna. Jai Anand. Look at this. This has two tulsis. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Oh, yes. Hare Krishna. If you look after her, she will look after you. That's all, yeah? Okay.
So all those who participated for the activity on other forward something.
Sorry, what's that?
For those who participated in the service, want all everyone to come.
Oh, right. Okay. Just a sec. Jai Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you. So yes, now we have to take a photo, right, of all the devotees who received the pavitras for their service. Now, where are you going to do it? Here? Just here. Okay. Oh, Narendra Prabhu. You know, our man here forgot. That's terrible. So, yes. Could have all of you who received these pavitras